Kavya, Uttara ma'am is waiting for you. What to admit? Kavya, automatically. Other slides, sir. Okay.
ஹலோ சார்,
Uttara
நான்
ma'am
பேசுறது
இருக்காங்களா?
கேக்குதா இப்போ?
கேக்குது அருண், கேக்குது.
ஓகே.
உத்ரா மேம் இருக்காங்களா? உத்ரா மேம் வரலையே.
இல்ல இன்னும் வரலைங்க.
உத்ரா மேம் இருக்காங்களா? உத்ரா மேம் வரலையே.
இல்ல இன்னும் வரலைங்க. சார் நம்ம லைவ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி காவ்யா Sir, shall we start? Hello.
Arun, let's start at 1.
Hello.
Another
Ma'am, I'm
people.
stop presenting. You can let me Tamil sir come in.
What, Arun? What?
Sir, shall we start?
YouTube, how many participants are there?
Sir, 155 views.
155.
Yes, sir.
1 o'clock, 1 5. Ma'am, you can wait till 1 5 to 1:10. Free, ma'am.
To this webinar on mental health and lifestyle modifications during COVID-19 PSG CAS Center for Health and Wellness and the Wellness Club. Dr. Priyana Bhuti Chupradit, Educational Psychology and Guidance, Faculty of
Scholars, professors, professionals, students, etc. are they warmly welcome you all. So now everyone is aware that how the COVID-19 is spreading. Today we are presenting the mental health and lifestyle modification during COVID-19. If you have any questions during the presentation, so please type them in the chat box or question box in your control panel. We'll bring them up during the presentation, and we'll also give a time for your questions at the end of the session. Okay, now without Priyana Bhuti Chopradit, her name is nickname. She is lecturer of educational psychology and guidance and faculty of education at Chiang Mai University. She graduated bachelor's degree in Moscow, first class honors and Masters of Science in Industrial and Automation from Chiang Mai University and PhD in Industrial and Automation Psychology from King Mohammed University of Technology, North Bangkok, Thailand. She is interested about
to present I would like to University Thailand psychological situation. Its topic is mental health and psychological resilience during the COVID-19. Before I will present, please everyone to change your username to be your first name or nickname. Yeah. And I would like to invite you to mute your microphone or during I am talking. Okay. I would like in the PowerPoint. Okay. To University Thailand psychological situation. Wait a minute, please. Its topic is mental health and psychological resilience during the COVID-19. Before I will present, please everyone to change your username to be your first name or yeah. And I would like to present okay, let's see. Your microphone or the during I am
Okay.
talking.
There is 3 parts in this presentation as the follows. The first part is the incidence of the outbreak in Thailand, the mental health condition during the outbreak of coronavirus 2019. Oh, and virus by resilience. Okay. My coordinator taught me about my presentation is slow down, and I will share it again. Okay. Everyone,
Ma'am, could you slide?
about the 1 hours. If you have any question about this topic, please type in your question on the chat room. So if to answer you after the presentation, let's begin. Okay. There has been mental of the incidents of suddenly change, or as we know, the disruption both on the country scale and in the educational institutes. However, most people believe that this type of the change would not happen soon until the outbreak of coronavirus 19 infection. Nowadays, every country around is work hard to prevent the importance of the country and to control the outbreak throughout the country. COVID-19 in Thailand is expected to in the process in 3 phases as the follows. The first phase, 6 people were found traveling from the countries. Two of the controlling the disease is to prevent the spreading in the countries. The second phase, people diagnosed with coronavirus are found in the country, and there is the spreading with the target limit. That is control the disease without limit. The third phase, COVID-19 is found spreading wide in Thailand. The goal of disease control is to the outweigh damage and its effect. Okay, next, I will talk about the main countermeasures, the outbreak in Thailand. There are the 3 phases. The method to counter measures, the first phase are screening the surveillance of the disease from the travelers from high-risk the country and controlling the disease from the spreading by the taking care of the patients. In separate room in the hospitals, if successful in the finding and repairing or infected people, there will be no outbreak in the country. But if there is spread to Thai people in Thailand, the situation expands. In the third phase, countermeasures are taking the least death rate, and communicating with the people to protect themselves as bodily as now. This situation in Thailand is okay. Thailand is stayed at the second phase. Minister by the Department of Mental Health is aware of the impact of the outbreak of the coronavirus 2019 in Thailand. The crisis is causing an impact on the mental health among the general public, inflict people and the families of the deceased and also medical personnel as well as the staff who help they develop and the operation manual for the mind on the all levels of those suffering from the crisis. In the events of the outbreak of COVID-19. Okay, this amazing news is the 3 years ago, Thailand for the recovery according to the, let's go. Mental health problems by the Department of Mental Health found that 8 out of the 10 public health personnel and 4 out of the 10 people have stress and worse. There is a quick video that shows the problems in the crisis of the outbreak of COVID-19 in Thailand to see the problems in Thailand. Okay.
Everything seems failing now. Life was already tough. A house of cards waiting for one down. That blow was coronavirus. Cholada lost her job as a bus ticket stop in a matter.
Thinking makes me cry. I'm so stressed. At home, I have no money. I'm at the end of the road. There's no way out for me.
Has suicidal thoughts. She's been waiting on the government cash handout of $154 per month. 28.8 million people applied, only 13.4 million approved. The longer they wait, the more desperate they become. The daily dose of death from financial hardship is harming. A mother unable to buy milk for her kids, a used dealer who could not pay back loans, an English teacher despairing family. The list goes on.
Thailand's suicide rate was high even before this pandemic, holding the #1 position among that with a pandemic that has made inequality even more stark. As suicide rate and financial crisis, this current situation will.
ผลสำรวจของซูเปอร์โพลเนี่ยเราค้นพบ
We increase stress in pyramid. At the bottom, the majority of the population is vulnerable. When there is a sudden shock, these people feel there's no way out.
มันจึงสะท้อนชัดเจน
Thais are reluctant to this due to deep-rooted social stigma. But these aren't normal times. Calls to the government's mental health hotline increased by almost 3,000% in March alone. We called. All lines were busy. Filling the gap is Thailand's first mental health UCA. Through private video therapy sessions, they are hoping technology will make healthcare more accessible for those in need.
Not only in the difficult time, like in this COVID pandemic era, but even before this, it's very to get with psychiatrists or psychologists. Meeting point.
A pivotal point for those powerless is contemplating death with death's own hands, hoping for a lifeline to ease their pain. Dusita Saogao, CGTN, Bangkok, Thailand.
Okay, that's all. This is the situation in Thailand about the mental health, the problems. When you see the clip video finished, I think you can understand the main factor is the problems of the mental health in Thailand now. So I explained you more information for you again. So this tend to the understand the root of the problems of the mental health. Also have the most factor to in this point. Okay, tried feeling powerless, hopeless, and losing mental power, leading to the fatigue and burnt out. For citizens, it can cause more stress, possibilities of the illness, and psychiatric disorders such as the depression. In addition, the suicide rate tend to be the high from January to March. When comparing the date of the year 2019 and 2020, found that the number of the people succeeds in the suicide and commit the suicide increased by about the. So as the past incidents of the death by suicide during the found that the 5 important factors of the relate to the successful suicide attempt. The first is the factor relationship. Second is the alcohol drinking. Mental illness has tend to the decrease, especially and reduce due on selling alcohol during the COVID-19. As for the economics factor, there were closure and some lockdown operations as the number of the death to self-harm surveillance system by the Department of Mental Health found that the rate of suicide is close to that of last year. 1,000 people. This could be explained that the economic factor, despite the upward trends, the relationship problems and dream problems that lead to suicide tend to the decrease. So the Department of Mental Health has prepared the application mental health check up so that those outcomes by themselves. This is a guideline for the promote the prevention of the severe mental health problems that may happen. So I able to use this that easy and fairly to use this application for self-monitoring and self-prevention and self-testing your level of the mental health. That so it's okay of me, and I advise the other to use that when I hear the consult me about the feeling about the serious about anxiety in this crisis. So everyone is very easy to the application is to have the smartphone. So last part is the very important to fight the COVID-19. WHO and is likely countries. Causes you to feel anxiety or depressed. Please seek info so that you can take a step to prepare yourself and loved ones. So you seek information that's up time during the day, once or 12 times in the day. The suddenly and the near constant stream of reports about the outbreak can cause anyone to feel the worries. Get the fact, not gossip and misinformation. Get regular interval from the WHO website and local health authority platform in order to help you discard fact from the gossip. Fact can help to minimize fear. The last sections I will to present the examination in Thailand. The Thailand has the main channel to the tell to the report the situation